Hey guys, this is Henry from OBEDIA again. Today we're going to keep working on our video tutorials on Ampire in Studio One. So we have demonstrating how to, we've gone deep into like amps in Ampire as well as cabinets. The next feature that we're going to be evaluating and learning today, it's the mic edit controls or the mic positioning. I think this is probably one of the best features included in this this plugin, because believe it or not, in real life, okay, you can have your amp, in your cab and your pedals and this and that. But believe it or not, the way you position your microphones, the distances from the mic capsule to the grill or the front of the amp, it's actually really important, okay? And this is something that PreSonus has done pretty well, okay? So we have a black face twin head selected and 2x12 black face cabinet selected. Now, if you go to the right of that, you can see a little microphone. It looks like a large diaphragm condenser, like a little icon there. If you click on it, check what shows up. Mic A, mic B, mic C. So you have 3 microphone options that you can dial in. If you see mic A, there's a little picture of what it seems to be an SM57, so dynamic mic. Then mic B looks like a little ribbon mic. And then mic C, you see 2 microphones, kind of like in an XY approach, okay? There it is, small condenser mics XY, ribbon mic, and dynamic mic. So you have faders on each of those, meaning that you can control the mix or how loud that mic is. So what happens here is when the cabinet was, when they created the impulse response for the cabinet, they did it with 3 mics or 3 mic arrays. Once again, in this case, a dynamic, a ribbon, and the small condensers in XY. So you can control the level, okay, of each. You can control, in the case of B and C, the delay. Okay, the delay, believe it or not, it's associated, the delay in time, it's associated from the with the distance of the mic, or from the mic to the cab. So in theory, this mic A, as you can see, has no delay. So it's right in front of it. Now you can add delay to mic B, meaning you're basically moving the mic away from the cabinet, as well as mic C. Now you can also mute each of those 3 arrays or flip the polarity of each of those, okay? Now, cool thing, there is this little link, mic link. If you click on it, now they're not linked. So you can do like that. So all 3 at the same time. So the levels are not linked. They're basically like free floating. So you can create your own mix of those microphones. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and pull everything down. I'll press play and I'll add mic A first, and then we'll add the others accordingly. See what happens. So nothing is playing because everything is down. That's mic A. Let's add, for example, C. So that's how C sounds. That's how B sounds. We add A, a lot of low end that we just added. Now if we link them, when I pull A down, B goes up because they're linked. If I add delay, you start hearing that comb filtering effect. Which you don't necessarily want, but if you're looking for that as an aesthetic effect, well, there you go, you have it. we flip the polarity? Very different. Okay, so you get the idea. You can play with the levels of each of those. You can add delays if you want, flip the polarity, or mute them. Now, when we started this, I told you that mic A was a dynamic, then you had a ribbon, and then the stereo Ampere. Now, this changes depending on the cabinet. So, for example, if I select this cabinet, let's say that one, you'll see that the levels will change, meaning that there's, I guess, some kind of a preset on each of those, right? Like, for example, this one, it's the preset, as soon as you load the cab, it's all mic A, okay? And mic A, in this case, is a ribbon instead of a dynamic. Now, B, it's a condenser, and C is another condenser. So, depending on the cab, you'll see different mic selections, okay? You can see that. Let's do that. So ribbon, condenser, condenser, or, well, that's ribbon, condenser, condenser again. Ribbon, condenser, condenser. So depending on the cab, you'll see that the mics change, okay? And once again, this comes from the fact that when they created their impulse responses, those were the mics that they use. Now, if you go to your user cabinet, you're going to see that there's no mic on because you're supposed to load your mic A, your mic B, and your mic C impulse responses if you have them. If not, you'll just select one of these cabs. So that's the mic positioning that you can control in Studio One's Ampire. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any other questions, please call us from OBEDIA PC Audio Labs, and we will be happy to help you. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Want to learn how to produce music using this, or using that, or using all of these? Have you been watching videos, reading manuals, blogs, and trying to figure out everything that it takes to be a music producer? Do you have a bunch of music gear that you purchased and you still haven't made any music? Well, then you need OBEDIA, the world's only one-on-one digital audio training and tech support service. Check out the link below for a special new subscriber offer.